supporters. The word from the president was get here early. Set-piece situations. Can Betis make the most of that? Flip to the far post, straight back across. And the header from Xavi Torres loops over the bar.
Well, it's a half a chance. Certainly the ball, the far post, hooked back in again from Figueres, and Xavi Torres needs to hit that one on target. And you can see the pitch. Look at the way it's cutting up.
They're around 5 yards outside their penalty area. Huge gap to aim for. They will flick down. Oh, the turn, and it needed a very clever block from Barca to get in the way of the Betis leading scorer, Jorge Molina.
Well, he just pivots, doesn't he, Jorge Molina? He knows where the goal is as the ball drops behind him. And it's a wonderful piece of defending from Bartra. He gets right across to get his body in the way. That's good defending. First real chance.
The ball behind the Barca defence. Molina's in there. Turns the defender brilliantly. Needed Valdez to be sharp and brave. The referee choosing to ignore that. Juan Carlos shaking off the defender. Spare man is Vadillo. Oh, his first touch let him down. Cuts it right across the face. A goal! What a save, Valdez! And believe me, it had to be to keep out Juan Carlos.
That's fabulous play from Real Betis. Wonderful delivery here. Coming up outside of the right foot. First touch looked like it was good. The second touch is poor from Vadillo. But the cross, what a save. That's top drawer from Victor Valdez. That's why he's the #1, and that's why Barcelona will miss him.
At hand, they're cruising for a bruising tonight.
This was great play from Molina. Great save. This is the first save he made.
Well, 20 minutes gone, and it's had to be the brilliance of Victor Valdez tonight to keep Barcelona in this game.
That's what you forget about Victor Valdez. Sometimes he sits and does nothing for 75, 80 minutes, and then he has to make a couple of saves, and he's up for it all the time.
Oh, great ball from Pedro to Alves. Cuts it in towards Neymar. Well, a save, not quite so spectacular, but equally as effective from Salah.
It was a little bit casual when he heads at Neymar. Look, he's sort of heading it through the middle of the goal. He's got to put it back where it came from. Keeper's trying to make up the ground, and it's a simple save for the goalkeeper in the end, but no way Salah would have saved it.
Nacho's free kick, another free header. Oh, it was coming up from the back. Was that Caro, the kid?
Well, let's have a look, see. It is Caro. He's got up there, he's got a touch on it, he can't direct it on target.
And now he's thrown to the lines of Barcelona. Vadillo. Oh, he's got there ahead of the defenders, steadies himself, but a brilliant recovery challenge from Bartra.
That's wonderful play from Bartra. Marc Bartra makes up a lot of ground to come across and do that. Just nick it before Vadillo can pull the trigger. He had the better of Montoya. Brilliant defending. Marc Bartra superb. Having a good. He worked hard as well to pick the pocket of Dani Alves, and now Barcelona on the break once again.
23. Pedro beats the defence, steadies himself, but trying to flip it Messi-like over Salah.
Well, he doesn't need. He's too close to the keeper for a start. Great pass, great ball, and he's done well to refuse the first challenge from Caro. But then, why he wants to chip it, I don't know. Keep it down, play at either side of the goalkeeper, but don't put it in the air. So he's onside.
And again, it's a second stab. This time it's Neymar. No messing. There have been a couple of warning signs from Barcelona, and Betis didn't pay enough attention to the alarm signals going off.
Well, let's have a look at this. You can see Cesc comes from a deep row, squares it. He's definitely onside. Neymar scores his 4th league goal, his 5th this season. Great ball from Alex Song to pick out Cesc, and unselfishly, Cesc Fabregas tees it up for him. It's good football, great football, and at last they've taken a chance.
Well, Neymar's 4th goal of the season, and notably the 8th assist of the season from Cesc Fabregas.
What have we got left?
Oh, a long time. Still 9 in the first half and 45 in the second, Jerry. But the defence goes AWOL again. It's Pedro. Neymar is the support. Pedro goes solo. 2 quick-fire goals. Hammer Real Betis.
Well, that's his 6th goal of the season, Robin. And you know what? They're trying to play the offside, and he's trying to toe-poke the ball through. He ends up playing it through for himself and goes right on through and scores a great goal. Great individual goal from Pedro. And Pepe Mel, well, he must be so crestfallen. Have a look. This is the header from Barca. They pick up the ball. Pedro picks it up, and away he goes. Plenty of pace. And they're look, all rushing to step up. And he plays it for himself. He could have squared it. He just bends it with his right foot into the opposite corner of Sarra. And it's 2-0 in total command now, Barcelona. They really are in command. What a hammer blow this is.
Well, when you see it from that top of the stadium camera, you could be north of the border in the UK. They've rather quietened.
He's onside.
And they're silent. Their fear here is Neymar passes the ball in, and Barcelona don't get the 3rd goal before half-time. Thanks to the fantastic challenge from Figueres. Well, flattening Pedro.
Let's have a look, see. He's onside, definitely Neymar. On Salvage, looking to square it. It's slightly behind Pedro. Figueres does enough, I think. I don't think it's a foul. It's not a penalty or a foul. I think it's just a... Has had at least 5 or 6 chances. Look at the skill here from Neymar.
Well, Pepe Mel has 15 minutes. They dominated the first half. And Catty at half-time.
Well, you remember the challenge, Rob, in the first 10 minutes he made on the left back position, and he had to make a really big challenge. Got it right.
What a spirited start this is, yes! Betis are back in it. Fantastic shot. Oh, it's wide. Oh, it's one of those ghost goals, Jerry.
It is. It falls kindly for Verdú here. He strikes it, and he's trying to place it, and it hits the back stanchion behind the goal. That's what it hits, and bounces out into the side netting. But good effort from Verdú. But the first 15 minutes of second half, you can see Pepe Mel's trying to lift the...
Iniesta. Oh, runs into trouble. Verdú looking for Vadil. Vadil just wanted to come on, stay, and it's another tackle by that number 15 Barca again.
Absolutely brilliant once again. A little bit of overplaying on the edge of the box here, and yes, they're caught in possession, and the chance presents itself, and Barca makes a lot of ground up again and gets a good tackle in.
There's Xavi. Vadil. Through a sea of players. Valdez didn't have a sighting of it. What a great start to the second half from Real Betis. Quite a test. And it whizzed through the players.
Strike.
Bartra. Alves. Xavi.
Good run.
Perfect pass. Neymar, good run. Steadies himself. Loses the defender. Draws the keeper. Oh, 2 brilliant saves from Guillermo Sala. Just about keeps this game alive.
You're right, Rob. Those are 2 massive saves. They go to find that space. Look, you know, defenders are so static. The timing of the run, he's on. There's the first save there. Brilliant. And then big again. Just spreads himself and does what he has to do, Sarra.
Right in the solar plexus.
Not being unkind, though. Pedro in that position would have been bending in the far corner. You know, his second goal, Rob.
Back of the shirt. As Fabregas plays it into Neymar. And Shuli scored the winning goal in midweek. Now Barcelona could score the decisive goal here.
What a goal. What a great team goal that is, Rob.
Cesc Fabregas with the killer touch.
Well, there's so many players involved in this. This is a real team goal. Fabulous stuff, and I'm so pleased that Cesc Fabregas is on the end of it. He worked so hard. That's the final ball from Andres Iniesta over the top. And they're all stepping up once again. Nobody pressing the man on the ball. There's Xavi involved. And it's a Montoya who squares it for a tap in from Cesc. Could have been any one of 3 or 4 scored this one. Neymar's there, Pedro's there, they're all looking to score. Not the best defending I've seen from Real Betis.
Well, this is a club that had not conceded in the last 3 home.
will come on.
It's all been part of the initiation. A trip to Real Betis tonight. Doesn't get more unwelcoming than this. And he's managed to last 73 minutes.
Big.
It is. Talio coming in from the other wing. It was a soft header. And well, they're just walking them in now, Barcelona. Fabregas' second of the second half.
It looked like slow motion, didn't he? Just sort of hobbled into the box and headed it into the net after a fabulous cross from Dani Alves. And Cesc picks himself up another goal. It's his second of the night.
Well, there was no celebration from Cesc Fabregas as he almost apologetically headed Barcelona's 4th of the evening.
Well, he's doubled his league tally. I don't know what the defenders are thinking of. There's no challenge at all. As I say, just ghosts in, hits the target, heads it down past Sarah, in off the post.
And Fabregas doubled his league tally for the season. 2 tonight, 4 in La Liga during the campaign. At the moment they're trying to stop them scoring though, as it came off a divot. It falls kindly for Pedro. Dani Alves.
He's going for goal. He's picked up a knock on his knee. He's got the ice pack on straight away. Is that another one we'll pull out for the Spanish squad? This is slow motion for me. I can't believe that Cairo hasn't a challenge for the ball.
What was slow motion? Nacho. Space in there, but Puyol's across. Jorge Molina has a second stab. Puyol's lost his man, and Alves notches up another save. Always savable, if you like, from Chuli.
Yeah, it's half a chance here. Jorge Molina battles well. Chuli gets it. It's sitting up high. He's trying to get.
Who over the years have averaged around 40,000 season tickets
That's
now.
trouble.
Could be a gift of a goal here as Valdez bails out his old pal Puyol. He's off his line. Valdez scrambles back. Well, just about hanging on to the clean sheet, Barcelona.
That wasn't even a 60-40 challenge. It was more a 70-30 challenge. He's come from nowhere. It's an awful back pass from Puyol. And hard as he actually make this, he gets a touch on it. He slides in and gets a touch on it and stops Chuli scoring directly, and then Chuli goes for the chip, which a little bit too much purchase on it. They just won a goal to give them something to cheer. Choice, and they've all performed brilliantly.
Mattia, can he get the souvenir goal? His legs gave way, but that was under a challenge from Dani Alves. The referee right on top of the situation. He's judged the penalty, Senor Gonzalez.
Thing is, he's wrong side, Dani Alves. That's the first thing. As Mattia comes inside, Dani Alves is wrong side. He comes round now. He pulls him with his left hand on the shoulder, just there, and that's what the penalty kick is given for. Once you put your arm on him like that and pull him back, it's a penalty kick. No argument for me.
No, contact in the penalty area is very much in vogue all around Europe at the moment.
And you wouldn't begrudge Real Betis a penalty when they're 4-0 down at home and at the bottom of the table.
A few Barcelona fans out there may disagree, Jerry. Well, Victor Valdez has saved 2 penalties already this season. But the hugest share of the night inside this stadium is for one of the 5 goals, the Real Betis goal. They put up a mighty fight tonight against Barcelona, and they get a slight souvenir and a blemish on Victor Valdez's record. Kept his nerve, kept his head, and has improved his goal-scoring record. But it's just a statistic at the end of the day. Betis will be bottom of the table. Barca will be top of the table. And indeed, it was the final kick of a fantastic game of football. It has to be said. You see the scoreline and think, well, Barcelona dominated it, but it did some world-class goalkeeping from Victor Valdez early in the game. Meant some fine